starting the concept or the idea go back to during my study with Hassan Sharif. It goes back to 90s. I had somehow link with the object. We studied still life, and still life we deal with the object. And I did a number of painting, dealing with a box that we have in the studio, with a chair, with a canvas, with a cloth, with a brush, with a can that it used to be for a paint. But with the time, I start to think about these objects as being part of my artwork. You see it in each painting, but what's going to happen to it? It has some story. It has definitely a story with me. So I like to keep it, is how I can keep it. So really, the concept, I start to think about this object from that time. But really how I did really start, it go back maybe in 2009, I think. I had a studio visit to Mr. Abdul studio. And I was lucky that time. So he had a knife, his painting knife. It was broken. So I asked him, what are you going to do with it? He said, well, nothing. I mean, it's broken. I said, if you don't want it, I'd like to keep it. So it wasn't kind of him, he did pass the knife to me, and I kept it. And I know I'm going to do something with it until we had an exhibition in Dubai. Yeah. So I thought about Abdul Qadir's piece. So I just grabbed it, put it in the frame, and wrote his name. It has a story by itself, putting it, and especially Mr. Abdul Qadir Rais himself is a well-known artist, so definitely will be a catch for the audience. I do deal with a lot with the artists. My community, I have a group of people I do work with. I know them, part because I'm an artist, maybe because the field I do work in it. But the concept of the material the artist they're using, but nobody focusing on it. And for me, it means something. It has a story. Why people, they just take it, use it, and throw it out? Why not to turn the function of the object itself, of nothing, to make it something? Maybe also the artists themselves missing it. You can see it, I'm documenting it, if possible. I keep them, trying to pass it to the next generation. But the concept, the way I present it, is to turn it to art piece. Thank God, the most artists that we have for this exhibition, 20 artists, the commission artists, the majority I know them. There were few artists, maybe I didn't really get a chance to meet them personally. So that was an opportunity to get a chance to meet them.